I can't.
I suppose it's time.
Could y'all hear that? That was crazy. Happy Friday.
Yeah.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It's Friday. And it's noon 30, so you can pretty much stop working now.
I figured that's why we do this is
to give them permission to stop working.
Yeah, everyone knows what Fridays and Friday afternoons are like. You're just kind of trying to coast into the weekend, and so are we. Don't tell our boss. Oh, there she is.
Hi. We were just talking about how
Really
we love working all the way up till 5 o'clock
Big
without
projects
stopping
to do
on Fridays.
Yeah.
That's how it feels. That's certainly how it feels. Were they really talking about leaving at 4:10 just because it's Friday?
Happy Friday, everybody. Glad you could join us. We have some cool stuff to talk about today. I'm going to remind everybody in the beginning, like a annoying commercial, the Texas Tiny Trailer Rally is coming up and the Truck Camper Rally is coming up. So, as a reminder, it doesn't matter if it's new, used, doesn't matter if it's big, what kind of trailer you have, where you bought it, you are welcome at the Texas Tiny Trailer Rally. It's free. It's in Bandera. Go to TexasTinyTrailerRally.com and just register and get a spot, and that's it. Same for truck campers. We even have some tiny trailers joining us for the Truck Camper Rally this year, which is going to be
isn't that
really
cool?
fun.
Why not? Why not?
Because truck campers can come to the Tiny Trailer Rally because the truck camper is
kind
a
of
tiny trailer. So anyway, those two events are coming up. So a lot of the lives and podcasts that will come up in a few weeks will be about the rally because that's all I can talk about now.
Because it's rally season.
That's what I'm doing.
That's the big thing on your
Yeah,
plate.
and the best part is they're at the same place. They're a week apart, and that's why people
Come to
go to
both.
both. Because it's right there. So if you're looking for a place to camp for a week, take up 2 weekends, have fun things to do with a little bit of cowboy culture in between.
This is the worst kombucha.
Yeah. Then come to the rallies.
I'll be there for both weeks, right? Yeah. You'll be there?
I'll be there.
I will not.
No, but you'll be there for one.
I will be there.
And
for
that's what
once.
matters.
Everybody, tell us who you are and where you are. You know that in some places we can see who's commenting. In some places, if you're on Facebook, some groups don't allow that, so it just says Facebook user. So chime
Can we
in.
play the emoji game?
Emoji game?
Yeah. Tell me how your day is going in one emoji.
And then where you are, and if you're, what you're doing this spring. If you're camping this weekend, anything you have for us, tell us. And then we'll get to those as you comment. In the meantime, Lindsay, I think you have some breaking news.
I do.
And it might just break us.
So, there's an article I read this morning, and it basically is this breakthrough in black tank
Treatment?
management. Yes. So, it is one of the coolest things I've ever heard, and
Possibly the most
green
and with the
Eco-friendly.
times.
Eco-friendly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, can we show them, or should I keep talking?
I think what you need to do is you need to relay to the audience exactly word for word the way you related to us earlier.
Like I remember.
We'll try again.
Is the suspense building or dying?
Okay. Tell you what, everybody. How about
how did I do? Okay, okay.
Do you want to do? Remember when we did story time with Lindsay?
Yes.
Do you want to do story time with Lindsay? You can just read it in your best voice.
I can read it. So this is something new that's come out. I found it in Truck Camper magazine. It's a cool new way
great
to
publication, by the way.
clean your black tank. Possibly the easiest and cheapest way that I've ever heard of. So,
Ready? Okay.
they're black tank beetles. Okay. Imagine if you never had to dump your black tank again. As if by magic, your black tank waste simply disappeared. Your black tank dumping days would be over. So that was the bold vision of Pete Best, president of Best Tank Industries. Where this is getting at is they take dung beetles, you know, the ones that roll their poop with the back feet, and you put them in your black tank. What dung beetles do is they eat poop, right? So then you don't have to flush, you don't have to dump your black tank.
But what do you do with their dung?
It's much smaller.
Oh.
So
Well, it can't be cleaner.
it's been used since back in the Egyptian days. See the hieroglyphic, or petroglyphic. Sorry.
Oh, I'm not sharing the screen so you can tell the story.
Oh.
You want to share the screen?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought y'all could see the screen.
I can share the screen.
So dung beetles is environmentally friendly waste management. They've been working on this for about a year. They call them black tank beetles. Basically what you do is they have what's called beetle base. So it's a case and you put it in your black tank, and that is some of the enzymes that eat the stuff that the beetles don't like. Said they won't eat things like
Carrots.
corn, actually, and like the shells of corn and stuff like that. There's some things they just don't like, so that stuff will take care of that. And it's also peppermint scented, which the beetles like, and it doesn't harm them at all. Stick the beetles down your black tank. They clean it for you. Excuse me. You still have to dump the liquid. And then the next year, you set them free, and then you buy more and stick them in there.
So once a year or once a camping season.
Once a camping season, you put
Toilet
new beetles
or black tank treatment.
in your black tank.
Specific beetles, though. The dung beetles.
Specific beetles,
yeah.
yes. There's two types that they say work best. I can't pronounce these names. The heavy roller and the dung master.
Yeah, so they have the Latin names up here on our screen, and I'm not going to go for Latin today.
So, I think this is the coolest thing. I totally freaked out this morning reading this article, thinking, oh my gosh, what a cool environmentally friendly way to help the ecosystem and be way less work for me. It's cheap, no more chemicals, no more icky.
Yeah, and in the end times, in Armageddon, it's another source of protein.
Gross. There's a few warnings, okay? The beetles can grow as big as your hand if you leave them in there over a year, and then they get stuck in there, okay? So we don't want that to happen, so you gotta take
It's hard
them
to
out.
flush your beetles.
They've been flushed. It's hard to unflush them.
Oh,
It's hard to dump them. The other thing is they said people with really sensitive hearing can hear like scratching
yeah, I couldn't handle that.
in the tank, but the article explains that it was.
The thought of it, and honestly, not to be too graphic, but sitting down knowing there's beetles under you, I don't know.
They can't go up.
Well, you say that.
All right,
You
so
say that.
is this us?
Yeah, double click that. Yeah.
Nobody's commenting on the Beatles story. Are you crazy? Hi, by the way.
And no emojis either, so they're
That's
all
okay.
asleep.
They'll watch
They're
it
all
later.
asleep.
So what are the merits of this? It is chemical free.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it helps the bugs,
It's
right?
easy.
Like bugs need to eat poop, and we
Yeah.
need our black tank cleaned.
See?
So like,
Tomoko gets it.
yes, thank you. It's just, I feel like it's really good for the beetles. Actually, I'm really happy for the beetles in
Are
this
you gonna
situation.
have a Save the Beatles campaign?
No, it just helps them. I mean,
It
You know
helps
what?
them what?
there's not enough poop for them to eat.
There's actually a story.
They're so hungry.
There's a story in the article that you were telling me about, right?
About their names?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you take us to that?
Yeah.
All right, everyone, listen to this. So Lindsay's going to read this out to us.
Oh, they don't like corn and green bean husks.
Okay.
This is, who does? So all the research was done at Best Tank Laboratories, which is located in Indiana. To perfect the black tank beetles, a team of 6 Best Tank etymologists worked around the clock for almost a year. I mean, this is some serious stuff.
Yeah.
They had 4 dung beetles in
This
their
is the
initial
not so serious
test.
stuff.
Naturally, they named them John, Paul, George, and Ringo.
Sure.
So one of the lab techs named the test tank Liverpool and began playing Love Me Do, We Can Work It Out, I Feel Fine, and Twist and Shout every morning.
Every one of those names works. Love me do.
Yeah. We can work it out.
Work it out.
I feel
I feel
fine.
fine. And twist and shout. Yeah, they just really work with the poo theme.
They really do. I finally said something after Bob put a yellow submarine sticker on the tank. Obviously, it's gotten a little out of hand. Bob is no longer with the company, which is a dang shame because Bob was pretty cool. But
Obviously a Beatles fan.
yes. You want me to read more?
If you would like to.
I mean, I told him about that part. I mean, I think I pretty much covered it.
Okay.
So, do customers need to purchase new Beetles every season? Most customers do, but they do have a method on there where you can take them out of your black tank and then feed them and put them back in your black tank.
If they don't get too big.
But only for 2 seasons. Yes, and then they get too big.
Okay.
Okay, so this morning when I came into work, this article was in my email and it caught my eye and I read it and I was riveted and I couldn't wait to tell you guys about it and I couldn't wait for PJ and Clint to come in to tell them about it because I was the first one at work today, by the way.
So I wonder.
We've already talked about hours at work today.
If there's anybody out there, would you consider this product instead of using chemicals, instead of using the typical dump, flush, method that we are all accustomed to? Would you use beetles in your black tank? I mean, this sounds. I mean, it's easily as green or maybe even more green a solution as what do they call it? A composting toilet, right? Right.
So why don't you just get a composting toilet? It's simpler.
Because then the poor beetles will starve. They don't have enough things to eat.
And I don't think it is simpler. I mean, if you really know that there is some management to a composting toilet, it's not as often as a typical, but it's not as long as a full season or a full year.
But there's management to this too because you still have to dump the urine.
All right.
I don't know. I'm wondering about it if our viewers would be interested. I mean, would this
They're
be something
clearly not commenting, so they're not interested.
Well,
But would you order beetles?
No, because I can't hear them. And it sounds like that do drive me nuts.
Okay.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
So whether or not you would order beetles for your black tank, you should go look up this article. I'm going to burp.
Oh my goodness.
This kombucha, I'm sorry. You should look up this article on truckcampermagazine.com, and you should use it tomorrow if you wanted to fool any of your camping friends, because this morning I read the entire article and I was genuinely really excited about this breakthrough. And then at the end it said April Fools, but it's not April 1st, but that's okay. Use this article.
Yes. I'm going to see
share
if
it.
there's a way I can share it.
Yeah, you should share it tomorrow on social media. Get your camping friends talking about the dung beetle black tank, because it, honestly, if it was real, I would do it though. Okay, because your toilet has the little thing, right?
Toilet has a little thing.
Yeah,
A flap that closes.
Yeah,
A valve.
It does have a flap that closes.
I was really
Okay.
excited about this. I thought it was real. Really great article.
I think I put the link. Hopefully, you can see it in whatever area you're watching from. I think I managed to put the link in the chat.
And it was very creative and very fun to listen to. I was sold all the way through until the end. And then I was like, this is interesting. This is cool.
This is
Really?
a lie.
Wow. And then I just couldn't.
So
Hats off to Gordon.
So if I
Great
can
writing.
put just a larger plug out for Truck Camper Magazine, they specialize in truck campers, but if you want to kind of be up to date on some really holistically RV related information, Truck Camper Magazine has some great stuff. They will be up to date on all kinds of developments that can go in any camper, from technology, batteries, inverters, solar, tow vehicles.
They have a mod section.
Yeah, one of the
that
biggest
is
things
super cool.
they do is like mod contests, and the contests are for truck campers, but I mean it's all about mods that make your space more usable because they're small, just like small trailers. So even if you don't have a truck camper,
Great
there's
resource.
cool ideas in there.
And everybody loves seeing some of the cool stuff that's out there. People love seeing what trailers are out there, just what they look like, even if you have one. But they put all kinds of weird, interesting rigs up, and they interview the people using them and the places they go. I love it, and partly because I am a truck camper fan, but I've noticed there is so much more than that in there. If you just love seeing cool things, you should check it out. It's free. It just comes to your email inbox.
Cool things like dung beetles in your black tank.
Yep. Or you can
it's
just
not
Google
just creative writing.
truckcampermagazine.com.
It's not just creative writing, it's good writing.
Yeah, they do good.
Gordon does research and he writes well, he communicates. So go check them out, not just for the funnies.
And he fooled us on dung beetles. We were all excited.
Yeah. Truckcampermagazine.com.
So where are you going? What are you guys doing? When's your next camping trip? This weekend is supposed to be gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I'm not camping.
Why not?
No, I don't know. Hawk has baseball on Saturday afternoon. It's my excuse this weekend.
Oh.
And every Saturday.
But it's nearby, so you could actually camp in Georgetown and still make the ball game.
Oh, yeah. No problem.
But you're not.
There's no...
Well, I'm going to the lake, so I got an excuse.
Which lake?
Are you camping at the lake?
No, I'm staying at my sister's lake house.
How come I wasn't invited?
Because you're not a sister, and it's Sisters Weekend.
Ooh.
Oh, it's Sisters Weekend?
It is.
That came up quick.
hmm
Fun.
Yep. So maybe camping the next weekend. How about it? One night at Georgetown Lake. Come on, we tell people all the time, get out there, even if it's just for one night. Let's do it. Soon.
Okay.
Soon.
You
So
make
we'll
the
let you know.
reservation.
Okay. We'll
Well-
take a look. What are you guys doing? April 1st, what other April Fool's jokes could you play?
I've
trailers
never been
can
much
do a lot
of
of
a April Fool's person. I like making loud noises when people aren't expecting them.
Oh, yeah. You did that today.
That's about the extent
But
of mine.
April Fool's is Saturday, so you're not at work. Does that make it less fun?
I mean, I feel like everybody stopped doing April Fool's stuff like in middle school. When's the last time you actually pulled an April Fool's prank on somebody?
I don't know, but we have things that happen here every now and then.
I don't know. It was always my grandfather's birthday, so April 1st was Strawberry Shortcake Day because that was his favorite.
Ooh.
That's what he-
That sounds
I like that
And-
way better than playing pranks on people.
And all day long, that's all he ate, like just strawberry shortcake on his birthday. Yep.
What a great idea. You just eat one thing all day?
And it's strawberry shortake.
It's strawberry shortcake.
I mean, it could be, something horrible, Vienna sausages or
Green
something.
bean day.
Ooh. Yeah, I
But
guess.
Strawberry shortcake day. That's the world's worst kombucha, I heard.
It's awful. It tastes rotten. I mean,
Is
I
that
know
why you're chugging it?
it's rotten. Well, I'm not going to waste it. I bought it.
Give it to the dung beetles.
Well, we have a lot of people coming through here this week that are camping this weekend. So I think everybody's got the bug,
I see what you did there.
It's not April Fool's yet, but spring break is over for everybody.
Yeah.
Or at least
You know
I
what's
think
crazy about
everybody.
this
It is
week?
around here.
What was crazy about this week at our dealership, we had so many people bringing in babies, like young babies.
right.
So
That was
many babies at
so
Princess Craft.
crazy.
And they're all just,
So many diapers in our trash can.
yeah, people just shopping for campers to
It's
take their baby. camping.
Springtime. The babies are here.
Like 4 days in a row, we had babies, and not just like little kids running around.
Several
that
a
happens
day.
all the time, but
And we
one
just
day
kept
we
saying,
had 3
"Oh,
sets
baby!
of babies.
Oh, another baby!"
And babies, yeah. That's so fun to see because the crowd is getting younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see young families getting out there, and they were looking at smaller trailers, trying to just have a season of camping, and
Yeah.
it was fun to see.
Our first barefoot left this week.
Mm-hmm.
The Barefoot by New Camp. So that's exciting.
Yes.
Caitlin, when is our podcast going out? Was it last night?
Last night.
Oh, everybody, we have another podcast episode out. And it
What's
might
it
be
about?
interesting to you because it's kind of the landscape of the RV market, but also it talks about what's going on with all the dealerships having so many 2022 RVs still available. Brand new, never sold, never left inventory or the lot, and there's a lot of them out there. So you might want to take a listen and see, what it means for the market and what it means for the customer, the buyer.
What it means for the camper that you have, and whether
Right.
if you're looking to change, you should do it now, and if you do it now, whether you buy new or used. So we talk about all those things in that podcast.
So
But
that's-
I have to say, I have had more people today even say that the best podcast they ever heard was a few weeks ago on birding.
That's right. That's right.
Birding. I haven't heard it. I wasn't there, but wow, they said, wow, it was so fun to listen to. I am not a birder. It sounds like such a snooze to me. So
Now,
I'm
wait a
going to
second.
try to listen
I understand
to it
that
this
you
week.
like to sit and drink coffee on your back porch watching the nature in your backyard, and certainly some of that's birds, right?
Yeah, but I am more into sitting on the back porch drinking coffee than birding. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't sit still that long.
I think this podcast would inspire you.
I think so.
Okay, so I'm going to listen to it. If you're looking for a podcast, rvsmalltalk.com, the one about birding, is what I
Yep.
am surprised people are still talking about it.
Well, I'll see if I can find other cool friends to have on too. So,
Yeah, that was amazing to me. So
okay. Well, unless we have anything else,
Let's get back to work so we can leave early.
Yeah.
I think I'm being bamboozled here.
Bamboozled?
Yeah, I think the dung beetles are approaching.
Yeah, run. Okay, everybody, don't forget to check out Truck Camper Magazine for that article and all kinds of really good, useful information. Check out episode 155 of our podcast, the RV Small Talk podcast that was just released. That's about the 2022 trailers and truck campers that are in inventory across the nation.
55?
Yeah. And then 154 is the episode on bird watching, and it is somehow much more engaging than you would have thought.
Apparently.
I dare PJ to listen to it on her way to her sister's weekend.
I definitely will do
Oh,
it. That
what
is
a great
good
idea.
plan.
It's a nice
So-
drive.
Y'all traveling along to your next camping trip, you know where to go to find something new and different to listen to.
Hey, happy Friday. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you here next week.
I think we need to go find some energy drinks. Forget that kombucha stuff. Don't be healthy, be happy. There you go.
Oh,
That's a different type.
Mom.
That's a different type of happy or healthy.
I don't know. You should see your face when you're drinking this.
I know, but there's a